Now let us discuss Coulomb's law in vector notation or vector form. Let us consider a coordinate system. This is x-axis, this is the y-axis, and this is the origin. Let q1 be the charge at this point, and this is the position vector r1. q2 be the charge at this point, its position vector is r2. The distance between q1 and q2 is represented by r21, that is equal to r2 minus r1. That is r2 minus r1 gives r21. This is a vector. Its direction is in this direction. Now the force on q2 due to q1 is represented by F21, and it is given by force F21 is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 divided by r21 square. This is the unit vector. Its direction is in this direction. As this force is vector, right side also there should be a unit vector to represent the direction. Now let us consider the force on q1 due to this q2. This is given by F12 is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 divided by r12 square into r12. r12 is the unit vector in this direction. r12 leads from charge 2 to 1, that is from 2 to 1. r21 leads from charge q1 to q2, that is in this direction. These two equations can be written in general like this. F is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square into r cap. Now from these two equations we can notice that this part is same in both the equations. Only difference is r21 and r12. These are the unit vectors. Their magnitude is same, but they are opposite in directions. That is r21 is in this direction, r12 is in this direction. Therefore they can be written like this. From this we can write F21 is equal to minus F12. That is these two forces are equal but opposite in directions. They form action and reaction pair. That is, if F21 is the action, then F12 will be the reaction. Therefore Coulomb's law agrees with the Newton's third law. Look here, the unit vector r21 is given by the vector divided by the magnitude of the same vector. In general, this can be written as r cap is equal to r divided by vector r divided by r. In this equation, if we replace r by this one, we get F is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square into r vector divided by r. r square into r becomes r cube. This is the vector form of Coulomb's law or Coulomb's law in vector form. From this equation, it appears that F is inversely proportional to the cube. But F is not inversely proportional to the cube, it is inversely proportional to the square. So here one r content is there in this vector. Therefore it has come r cube. In order to calculate the magnitude of the force, we have to use this equation.